How's it going? I don't even know where to start, guys. I don't even know where to start. I don't, honestly, I don't even know where to start. There you go. So it's working. How are we, guys? So, unjustifiable. Well, guys, it's, what can we say about this, about tonight? I don't know what we can say about tonight. I don't know, honestly, what we can say about tonight. I need to be careful now on, yeah, man. We were owning this team when Mourinho was in charge. Yeah. Now tonight, I still need to read some of the comments, guys, before I start to talk because it's been really painful to watch tonight. I think tonight, I think tonight we saw the end of the. But we performed well against Lecce, Cagliari, and Empoli trophy. Yeah, yeah. The last three matches has been really painful. I know that. Well, guys, it's match just finished. Roma beat Milan 2-1 in Roma on aggregate 3-1 for Roma, and officially Milan is eliminated by the only European competition that we. It's really time to change, guys. It's really time to change a little bit. I mean, the attitude, defensively, it's all bad. Now we're gonna start talking a little bit about everything, but defensively, the thing that makes me feel scared is that on Monday we're facing the best attack in Italy, which is Inter. So this is this is the worst that it could happen before a match like that. This is literally the worst that can happen. I'm gonna get changed first. Here you go. I'm back. So yeah, now absolutely painful to watch. Extremely painful. No, really something that we all enjoy watching. I know my connection it is bad. It keep jumping. I don't know if you guys can see me, but yeah. So first of all, apologize if sometimes. So sorry if sometimes the stream jump is because I'm home and the internet is really bad. Now let's go a little bit into the let's go into a little bit the analysis. Oh, first of all, guys, we haven't talked about the match against Sassuolo. I know that it's pretty useless now, but it makes sense. It makes sense. I don't understand literally the drop that we had after the match against Roma on the first in San Siro. Um, Pioli, I mean, De Rossi was able really to copy Inzaghi and was able really um, to own Pioli. As simple as that. And the thing that scares me is that Pioli didn't really do anything to change the game. Pioli didn't really do anything to change the play. The only change that he had it was to put Musa instead of Reinders, which is eventually we all saw that was a big mistake. Uh, if you're watching this live as well, guys, put a big like, please, to support to support a struggling Milanista, a young believer of this young AC Milan. But that was the most scary part. The most scary part is that the most scary part was that Pioli didn't change at all his gameplay. We played with I don't understand why Chukwueze now. I don't understand why he constantly play with Pulisic, which is always good, but Chukwueze right now it is an incredible form. So why not? Why not? Why exactly Render rested against Sassuolo? Did he rested? Is he sick? We don't know. But right now we can clearly see that our best player is Chukwueze. And if our best player it is Chukwueze, that means that he always have to play. At the moment, he's better than anybody else up there. I think players like Giroud, even today Jovic, absolutely zero, absolutely zero. Rafa Leao again. I don't know if it's the system of Roma and the system of as well as at the other team that constantly beat us, which is Inter. Rafa can't go away. Rafa can't do an actual dribble. I mean, they cannot do an actual dribble. So that's painful. Loftus-Cheek completely ghosted the match. But guys, the main problem right here that we are not talking is we can blame. I actually enjoy the idea of playing with five striker up there in the front. Chukwueze brought a spark of energy. Yes, absolutely. But I think the main problem right here is the defense. Defensively, very bad. Defensively, we can. I mean, a normal situation that you feel like, okay, they have this under control. They don't have it. They don't have it under control. You know, the occasion of the first goal, the occasion of the second goal are all situations that a solid team, and we also saw Milan in the past. A solid team can handle it, but it wasn't like this today. It wasn't like this today. It wasn't like this against Sassuolo. It's really defensively disaster. It was not because one player, because we all thought Tomori, but Tomori as well tonight, absolutely messed up. Absolutely messed up, guys. Gabbia, he's probably our best defender right now. So what can you do? What can you say, guys? But really, I think it's now we have a match on Monday that Inter pretty much they're gonna celebrate the win in the Scudetto, the 20 Scudetto in our face in a derby. So there is only the honor if we have anything left in the player, in the coach, if they want to give us one little joy this season in is win the derby. There is nothing else left. And I know it's crazy to think about right now because we just lost against extremely solid Roma, guys. This Roma, it's very, very good. So hopefully they can go through because especially their next match, they're gonna be playing against the best European team. Well, one of the best European team that is Bayer Leverkusen. So it's gonna be tough for them. Okay, it's gonna be really tough for them. But Roma deserved 100% to go through. 100%. There is not even a single doubt, and I'm sure we all Milanista we can agree with this. I'm reading some comments now. There is not really nobody can say no. Roma didn't deserve. Milan had 60 minutes to score 2 goals at least, and we scored with a central defender. Roma scored twice. Roma scored twice in Milan and in Roma with a central defender, with Mancini. Why he was there and why he was able to score. I understand the corner kick. The corner kick, I understand it. Really, really well planned. But in Roma, there was no meaning, man. There was absolutely no meaning to concede that kind of goal after 10 minutes. And this is, again, guys, a little things that I always say. I enjoy when, for example, let's talk about credit and so on. So I enjoyed when, for example, Pioli is brave enough to say, okay, now we have to win. So he removed Benacer and he started playing with Jovic. I felt in the back of my mind, okay, especially in the second half, I thought Leao, Pulisic, Chukwueze, Jovic, and Giroud. In theory, right? In theory, it should be it should be at least one goal you score it. Okay, and I like tactical move like this. It's good, but mentally the match again was prepared terrible. The mentally, it's not possible that we concede 2 goals in 20 minutes. I mean, tonight what we saw on TV, on the computer, wherever you were watching it, guys, tonight was absolutely a dreadful match. From the minutes it started until 90 minutes. It's been dreadful for us Milanista. We saw, they're gonna make fun of us now because they're gonna talk about the European DNA. They're gonna be talking about Leao, same level Mbappe. They're gonna be talking about, all these kind of things, guys. It's gonna be painful at least, guys. It's gonna be painful at least. It's gonna be painful at least. So there's not much we can say now. Again, guys, sorry for the connection. Sometimes it's loading because I'm streaming from home. If you haven't put a big like to this poor Milan fan that he's brave enough to show the face, right? The cross from Leao fanno rimpiangere Christian Ziege. Yeah, the latest cross of Rafa Leao, they were terrible. Just reading the last few comments here. I don't hate Pioli, but this team can do better. I try to say the quality of the players allowed them to do more. But what we see, I think it can be the coach problem or his job. That didn't done properly, I guess. Peter, imagine what will Inter do to us when copy tactics of the Rossi on us in 2 games. I mean, the derby, guys, is gonna be a fucking. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess because in the moment that Inter is gonna score 1 goal, because they're gonna score at least 1 goal, they're gonna defend. They're gonna be defending that goal with everything they got. Worse than Roma, and we got lucky because we got a red card. That red card. It's more a yellow card. We all know that that's never a really pure red card. Okay, it is a yellowish. It is yellow for sure. I don't think it's red now. I can't believe they moved game on Monday because of this shit. Yeah, exactly. Sadius, respect you. Get my like. Thank you. Atalanta went through. I thought we were screwed at the Liverpool. Exactly. This is, if you are an Atalanta fan, let me tell you. Absolutely, congratulations to beating Liverpool. I think you guys end up with a 1-0 here in Bergamo. Absolutely love the project of Bergamo Calcio. Really, really good stuff from Gasperini that found his own reality. Very good and proud because thanks to Atalanta and Fiorentina, I guess next year we're gonna have 5 teams in Champions League. Okay. Um, will wipe our miserable asses and flash the new Scudetto and get the second star. How is not that a red card? Unbelievable. From beating PSG to struggling versus Slavia, Rennes, and Roma. What excuse now? We almost have the full squad that are they just perform bad. Yeah, they just perform bad, guys. Really, once again, the attitude of Pioli was the attitude that not of Pioli, the attitude of the team. It was really, really, really bad. You can feel it. It was absolutely, it was the attitude. There was now the attitude, but also I'll say it again. Now the biggest problem is conceding a lot of goals. That's it. That's I think if I can say which problem do you want to fix, I think we need to fix the defense. We need to fix the defense, guys, because it's ridiculous. We cannot concede. We cannot concede so many goals in 20 minutes. We cannot concede so many goals away. I think Milan is the fourth worst defense. Is the fourth worst defense in away games in Serie A. That means that I understand Pioli ball that always want to play an attack, 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 and Milan generally, not maybe tonight, but generally speaking, it is fun to watch because there is always something going on. We saw the match against Udinese. We watched the match against Frosinone. We watched some good match that we really were like, Milan never died, but still conceding a lot of goals, but also scoring a lot, which is good in a way, fun in a way. But the reality is we need to have a solid defense back there. And honestly, I don't know how we're gonna keep players. And I say one player. Tonight I saw Leao, and we all know that Leao cannot go anywhere else. Simply, one of the reasons is because Milan is built for Leao. Okay, he's a star. You see that on social media, they constantly do video about Leao. They pushing his music, they pushing his brand. I think now they even have some collaboration Milan for Leao. Their jersey, this I don't know what they're doing, but it's like our star. So Rafa is not going anywhere because no other team they're gonna do what that. Um, Mike Magnan, awesome, but I think how can you keep player like how are you gonna players like for example Theo Hernandez and Mike Magnan? I mean, if you gonna have if you're gonna have a team that comes and say, look, next season we're gonna be playing Champions League, we're gonna be fighting to be the top four, top eight at least in Europe, they're gonna go, which is understandable, and I completely understand. And Milan will sell it, but also because I think this is the end of the circle for our coach. Unfortunately, this is it. I mean, unfortunately, I think we have all the response now. I think the team, as I mentioned more than one times, the team that we have right now on paper, it is one of the probably the best Milan that we had since years. Okay, on paper, this Milan it's one of the best Milan that we had since a very long time, even better than Milan of the Scudetto, I believe. On paper, okay, on paper means by name, by position, okay. I don't know, man. I don't. Let me read here, guys. Let me read here. Um, from beating PSG to struggling versus Slavia, Rennes, and Roma. What's the excuse now? We almost have the full squad. Exactly. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone. Jason, this has to be the end of Pioli. I think there is only one match that we want him to put everything that he had in 5 years. One match, one last match. We won Monday. That's it. That's it. Then off you go. I am not even mad the most. What do you say? I'm not even mad the most by the loss, but Pioli and our player statement. So many promises and trash talk, but then they screw up and cry. What's the mentality? Absolutely. Uncle Sharma, here you go. Pioli, hashtag Pioli 2028. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what is going on in the more happy side of Milan for this season, I will say, unfortunately, Uncle Sharma, top, very, very good. How to say, good YouTuber, good streaming, good analysis, good videos, of course, of Uncle Sharma. But the only problem with Uncle Sharma is that they support the wrong team of Milan. Okay, so in Inter fan, hopefully we're gonna ruin a little bit the momentum. We're gonna ruin a little bit the party for Monday. Okay. Of course, he's gonna be ready there for with his jersey with the 2 star, or should I say 18 star, because two are a gift from Juve, but that's okay. Anyway, we need a striker like Lukaku with good strength but good technique too. Well, non so. When I saw the lineup, okay. When I saw the lineup, I knew it was over. Non so. I agree with you. I agree with you. When I saw the lineup, I knew. I tell you. I read first the comment and then I tell you what I think. We need Antonio Conte. Our defending is rubbish, and Pioli does not know how to use the midfield. When I did a quick analysis on one of the latest short that I publish, and because I'm following a couple of very good Italian guys that are very good at tactical analysis, and we saw that De Rossi was very good at blocking Milan attack, and De Rossi copy what Inzaghi does in every derby. That's why we are so scared to go into the derby, because we know that Pioli, in Italy we say like this, you see, is he doesn't get it. His head is very hard, so no new information, they don't go through, they don't go inside. So the brain doesn't understand that if you play like this, you're gonna lose. De Rossi understood it. Sassuolo almost understood it. So you know, let's wake up. When I saw I knew that nothing will change for specifically two players that I saw playing again. Benacer, I saw Benacer playing again. I was like, Benacer doesn't pass vertically. Benacer only pass horizontally. Ta 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 ta. Nothing changed. And again, I saw Pulisic there. I will say maybe Pulisic it is better in a position of behind as a central advanced midfielder. Chukwueze is our best player now. Why you don't why he doesn't play? Why he doesn't play? Non so. QQ, how you doing, man? Bro, from Napoli fan, don't be sad. You have the world-class team. I think there is some tight work to do from Pioli, and this Milan can dominate many hyped teams in Euro right now. QQ, I don't know, honestly, bro. I don't know. I think the players, they are good players. I think Milan can be back to be scary again with the team that we have, but we need, as you said, some fixing. Most of the fixing, I believe, they have to be in the defense. If Milan stop conceding so many goals, team is a little bit more balanced, so we are able probably to score more. But so far, man, imagine Hakan celebrating the Scudetto in front of us, man. That will be the most painful things. Not maybe the most painful things, but it's gonna be one of the most painful things to see for sure. I mean, it's a traitor, a guy that prefer to go on the other side of Milan and see him celebrating, of course, and then it's a scudetto, it's not just a derby, it's literally the scudetto. So please, can someone explain it to me, Musa role? I honestly don't know what he does on the pitch. Musa, I have to tell you, Musa, I think Musa need a good coach. Musa need a coach that find the role for him, because he can really become a new Kante kind of guy, because Musa has the sprint, has the speed, has the physics, has the body, the structure, and also has the dribbling. You know, the dribbling it's good. The only thing that he doesn't have is the shot. Only thing, oh, guys, we're talking about a 21, 22 years old, but he does not have the shot. We saw it tonight, so terrible, bro. I'm not watching the derby Monday. My heart can manage. Jason, I'm going there. I like pain. I'm going with Peter. I'm going there, guys, because I'm going to the derby because, guys, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be one of the most difficult time for our team. It's gonna be one of the toughest time of our history, and I wanna be there. I wanna be there because it's easy air to go when everything is fine and everything is winning, and it's easier to commenting and talk about when it's like this. I want to go when there is to suffer, and I'm sure if there is a chance in the future that Milan will try to go to a final, I will try to get the ticket to go to a final, because as in the worst time, I want to be also in the close in a best time. But we me and Pete, I was able to get the ticket with Peter, that I thanks him already through the Milanistra group. We were able to get the tickets, and we plan to go to San Siro to watch the derby before before knowing what is gonna happen if Inter will win the derby. So we plan it already a month in advance. So we knew, as you guys know, we knew that a month in advance there was a situation that it could lead to the derby. That if Inter win the derby, Inter win the Scudetto. We didn't know it. Nobody knew it, and we just go. We just go. I'd rather be there with the boys. Try to push them, and they get ready, because I'm planning already a good video, guys. Hopefully it's gonna be a good video because for us that match is gonna be the match of the season, whatever is left, because who cares about next week, the week after? I mean, next week we're gonna be playing against Juventus. Who cares about that match? Who cares? The only match that matters now is the derby. So guys, anyway, um Musa sometimes holds balls too much. When will the Yankees sell Pioli and gets Conte? I hope Atalanta wins the Europa League. Oh yeah, absolutely hope. But I tell you even this, I even hope Roma is gonna win the Europa League. I don't have any regrets against this Roma. Honestly, I don't have any bad feeling or bad thoughts, especially with De Rossi. Honestly, I don't have any bad feelings about Roma or about Atalanta. Who I hope their best. Really, Atalanta, especially now, they're gonna have a great boost from winning against Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool. I think it's top three in Premier League, which is very competitive league. So very, very well done, very well done, and hopefully they can bring home the cup. Hopefully, either Roma, either Roma really. Not really happy with Lukaku, but who cares, I hope Atalanta win the league. Hello, Fabrizio, long time, but sad time. Anis, yes, sad times, man. What can we do? When I start supporting Milan, Inter were nowhere near us in anything. Now they will get to 20 titles before us. I'm very disappointed. So, what can we do? What can you do? If they cost the same, will you sign Frattesi or Musa? If they cost the same, Good question by an Uncle Sharma, ladies and gentlemen. Well, right now I'm sure, Uncle, that if we put Musa and Inter is going to be playing well as well because the team under the demonio of Inzaghi is playing really good. So I think even if we play me and you as a striker instead of Turam, Uncle Sharman and old Harro Sonero as a striker in from Inter, anybody can play good. I can't tell you after one season. That's the reality, Uncle. I can't tell you really after one season because it's too early. Honestly, I know that Frattesi cost a lot. Did it cost a lot? I don't know. I don't even know how much you guys bought it by Frattesi, but I will say, yeah, CQ already have an idea. I like Musa very much and I will keep it, but I also have a soft spot for Italian players. And one of the reason that I blaming why also this team is not performing like it's supposed to be is because we have a lot of uh, not Italian play. That's all. And this is just my point of view. I think in a team that plays in Italy, you need to have certain amount of player that always they know where they're from. You play in Italy, and you need to know to win. You need to have Italian roots. I mean, Italian roots mean like a solid group of Italian player. We don't have one. We don't have one. We have Florenzi, we have Calabria, Sportiello, and let's say, and what this is, I know, guys, this is another. This is one Fabrizio Salvini. No, but no, it's not because of that. It's not. Yeah, no, guys, it's not because of. I don't want to have non-Italian player, but in Italy, Milan always had it. Inter a little bit less. For example, Juve always had it. And I tell you also this is because I feel that it's good to have Italian player to get them ready for the World Cup, get them ready for the Euro Cup, because this year Italy is going to be a passenger. Italy is going to be facing Albania, Croatia, and Spain. These guys they have world class player. We're gonna go there with Berardi, with who else? With the midfield of from Empoli, from somebody from vabbè, Pellegrini. I don't know, but I don't have any hope for this season in Serie A. So that's what I would like to see. I would like to see a little bit more of Italian player. With that logic, Premier League's club will never win anything. True. And that's exactly what's happening. I mean, they don't win much, right? So at least in Europe, I think. Well, last season, Manchester City, I think they won, but they have a couple of play. Well, anyway, it's different. Camarda batch coming soon. Lots of Italians there. Hello, boys. How you feeling after that humiliation? We're feeling terrible, man. We're feeling terrible. That's what we feel. We're feeling terrible. I know this is just another chit chat, guys. To go back to the Italian topic there. One of the things that I also believe that maybe there is not that chemistry sometimes in Milan is because everyone speaks whatever language. There is not really a common language in Milan. In Milan, there is the one side, Gabbia, by the way, Joseph, thank you. One side that speak Italians, which is Gabbia, Calabria, Florence, which is three players, which is probably Florenzi only is the leader there because Calabria, not sure how leader it is. Then we have a good size that talks French. Magnan, Theo, who else? Adli, Benasser, Giroud, Chukwueze. Huge, big part that speak French, and then you got, I think, Leao that can speak French and a little bit of English. But then you have Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, you have Tomori, you have Reinders that speak English. They don't speak Italian. So, or they don't speak the same language. That's all. Okay. I'm devastated, man. Went to take kids from school and it was already 1-0. Entering the house was already 2. Total disaster. Total disaster. Metal Job was a shit show, man. Was a really shit show. Was a shit show, man. Guys, remember to put a big like to this poor Milan fan. I don't think that's a problem. Now all what it says. Now all players can speak at least 2 languages, and if you look at Leao, Theo, and Giroud, it's 3, sometimes 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Marotta always says he wants a strong Italian core, and Marotta is right. But also when he was at Juve, but it counts. I think it counts. I think it counts. I think it makes a lot. It makes really a lot to have Italian player in Italy. I canceled plans with my friend to stay at home to watch. Yeah, to that tonight everyone had a plan. Tonight we all wanted to see the Milan coming back. You know, we all wanted to see Milan coming back to the victory. We all wanted to see. We wanted to see maybe, the classic red card for Roma at minutes 10, and then all the match is gonna be downhill, so we can finally maybe unlock Leao, get ready, get pumped for the derby. No, not this time. Not this time, guys. Not this time. Not this time, guys. Not this time. This time was terrible. Really, we completely lost the anything. And we can already see the match. The match against Sassuolo. What the hell was that match? 3-3 against the second last team of Serie A. I mean, come on, seriously. Is that really the way that we're gonna go down? Oh, poor Milan. Speak of red card, it did not feel like 10 versus 11. Exactly. No, Roma remind me a lot of the first Milan of Pioli. That's what does. Roma remind me really a lot of the first Milan of Pioli. That Milan that was a team. Was a team. Now sometimes I feel Milan has the wrong attitude also to play. You know. Sometimes it's too arrogant. And today, again, why Renders not playing? Why Chukwueze, which is our best player, why is not playing? Why not? Why not? Milan, if we have to create some problem against Inter, we need to be really careful, because Tomori and Gabbia, they are not really there, man. They're not really there. They're not really there. We need this summer we need. And Chow, what the hell happened to Chow? What's happened to that player? He seems he was doing good. He was doing okay. And then after the first derby against Turan, he got traumatized. Or should I say Turam-tized? Traumatized. He got traumatized by Turam. And from that moment, then I think we played against Juve 2 weeks later. Red card for him. Then he got injured, and that's it. Kier against Sassuolo was terrible. Was like, oh no, really. And Tomori again, I don't know, man. Defensively this season we are terrible, guys. So I don't really know. And every time, and this is something that I heard from an Italian news. Milan start playing good when there was no anymore the pressure of winning something. We were coming from 7 victory in row in Campionato and Cup, because There was no pressure anymore of winning, performing in Champions League or winning the Campionato. There was no anymore that pressure. Okay, so when the pressure came in, for example, winning in the Europa League, boom, boom, kaput. Milan start to losing the pieces, and I don't even know, guys. What? Did you forget how Sassuolo spanked us 5-2 last season? Our problems ain't coming from nowhere. They are consistent for 2 years in a row. The fourth Italian in our team is going away to be replaced by Lopetegui. Lopetegui. Lopetegui, I don't even know who is this guy. Who is Lopetegui? Who is this guy? Where is it from? What is coaching? Saitama. I'm speechless. I'm speechless too. Think about that. I'm doing a live stream, bro. Think about this, that I'm doing a live stream trying to find some topics to not even to defend this Milan. We are here just to like sitting in a bar and we are all this is a therapy session. This is the classic therapy session of Milan, guys. This is let's say the whole team didn't improve this year. It's clearly on coaching problem. Even Leao now you can see he's most of the time below average. Joseph, unfortunately the game was like 14 versus 11 with one man down for Roma. They couldn't get their defense penetrate. Yeah, I agree. Lopetegui won the UEFA League with Sevilla. Oh man. I'm wondering how we're gonna face Inter. This is the reality now. Because the derby now is on. That's the thing that most scares me. Because to be honest, of course I'm sad because Milan lost again against a deserved solid Roma. That's a fact. I don't mind. And I mind, of course. Blah blah blah. But the thing is that scares me is how mentally, psychologically you gonna get ready a team that just got beat up in Europa League, and in 3 days you have to win. And you have to win against the best Italian team, the best defense, and the best attack. And there is no other chance of not winning, guys. There is no. I mean, yes, of course you can draw, but I don't think you wanna fight for a draw. This is gonna be a boxing match, and you have to win the match. There is no draw points, guys. You need to win. So how are you going to improve mentally and especially push your player to understand that if you fucked up this, you fucked up big time, history time. I mean, this is something that will end in History Channel. You know what I mean? So how? Let me read some comments here, guys. If you were Cardinale, what will you doing tonight? Well, tonight there is nothing to do, Anis. Anis, tonight there is nothing to do. But what I will do, probably I will try to really to talk to my player. Tonight there is nothing to do, but from tomorrow there is no rest day now. We need to really focus on the derby. So I will say, look, in the name of every single Milan fan, you guys have to give the best on Monday. So stand up on your feet, get ready to go, because there is no We are not gonna take a defeat as a as a result. We are not. If Inter smack us again, Pioli is surely fired, isn't he? That's at least something to be positive about it. CQ, I think winning, losing, drawing against Inter, Pioli is gone. Yeah, yeah. I think going through, I'm not saying winning the Europa League, but going through the Europa League, at least reaching semi-final, final, top 4 Europa League, I think it was the minimum that they wanted to, they want Pioli to go. Now I think it's gone. Now I think it's gone. I think it's time for also Milan need to do a step up. That's the biggest job that we will have to do. Do we need to step up? Because I don't want to do another year of Milan fans. They are not ready for another year of struggle like what we do in this season. It's gonna be so fucking painful otherwise, man. Get Abate for Inter game. Kakska. Guys, we are out from every competition. Our only object is to qualify for Champions League and not losing the derby. Let's be positive. Hopefully Pioli will be sacked after seeing this disgrace and the game against Inter on Monday. Metal job, but Pioli talked too much as well and too aggressive sometimes. Last week he said that we were not far away from Real Madrid and Manchester City level. Just ridiculous. He can't prove anything. Yeah. Delusional. That's what it is. Pioli should be fired tonight. Our season is 100% over. We should get a coach to at least see if it works well for us or not. I'm praying Inter doesn't give us 10 goals on Monday. Inter will let us win so that we keep Pioli. It's better for them to keep Pioli. That's a very mean way to think about it. But I don't think Pioli destiny it is related to the derby. Absolutely not. I think I tell you even what. I think Pioli after the derby or maybe after the match against Juve is gonna say this is my last season for Milan. At least Abate could create a different gameplay which is not known by Inzaghi. Anis said should have been fired last season. This guy get exposed so fucking easily. Imagine Inter let us win. They will win the second star anyway, but it's bigger win for them if they extend Pioli's contract. Yeah. Guys. What a shit show, man. What a shit show. What a shit show. What a shit show for us tonight. Kassain. Okay, I understand that Pioli has no ideas about tactics, strategy, etc. But how can you not prepare a team mentally? We want to see win attitude, aggression, and desire. Cajun Rad, I agree with you. But I think tonight what's give me even more fear, it was really the defense. Defensively, we were in another planet. Defensively, we were literally on another planet, man. Literally on another planet. Not there and not absolutely. I mean, let's be honest. There was a Roma that was almost scoring the 3-0 with Abraham. We all saw that. And probably they even deserved it. And probably they would even deserve it. But the funniest things about De Rossi beat Pioli with a few months of experience and a weaker squad than ours. Yeah, it either means that De Rossi is a genius or Pioli is incompetent. It's both, man. It's both. It's both. As we said before, Casca is also the fact that Mentally the team, he was not ready for Milan, was not ready mentally, was not there, and De Rossi was able not only, because that's very important to say as well, not only De Rossi was able to prepare the match mentally but also tactically. Roma was beautiful, was very good. um, and we were lucky that he pulled out Dybala, because Dybala under De Rossi, it's on a very, 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 very high level. I think Dybala under De Rossi, he can do much better than what he did at Juve. Okay, because he's a genius, and uh, he has an incredible left foot. He's good at diving, so perfect, you know. But also Paredes, for example, Paredes played good. But to me, if I was a Roman fan, guys, I have one player that I was like, who is this guy? And his name was Smalling. Smalling tonight, he Giroud didn't touch the ball. Giroud and Jovic, they didn't touch the ball because of combination, Smalling and Mancini. But Smalling owned Giroud. Smalling was incredible tonight. Really, 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 really good. I was like, wow. Um, if they decide to keep Yoli for the rest of the season, I hope that he will at least play some Primavera players like Simic and Zeroli. Joseph say, Joseph say, I think if Pioli loses on Monday, Abate could be the the inter coach. Steve, how are you? Steve said, what can any of us say poor prepare? Let me read it again. Sorry. Um, what can any of us say poor preparation? No shape, just running around like headless chickens. No CDM. We knew. No, we knew it from the start. So our defense, which is so bad, has never covered. Dejecting like an old Milanista. Yes, man. And this is the things that scares me for Monday. Again, another things that scare me for Monday, to see is an important match. How are we gonna be fuck it up? Are they gonna be scoring after 3 minutes, 5 minutes? Because Inter in the last five derbies, they always score in the first 15 minutes. So the first 15 minutes, I will be petrified. And I think Milan need to be extremely careful to don't start playing like Pioli does always, like, oh, score a goal, score a goal. Wait, because if you push Inter, they're gonna be good at counter-attack. So, oh man, what a worst decision that was to go to San Siro to watch Milan Inter. But you know what? On a good side of me, I'm always thinking, Tuesday, Monday night, all these anxious moments that I'm having since I think a month already is gonna be over. That's it, done, done. The season is over. The We don't have anything else to think about it. Milan still is gonna be able to qualify for Champions League, so who cares? It's done. It's gonna be interesting for the mercato. It's gonna be interesting. Are we gonna really keep all or what? So at least we don't have to suffer anymore, because this is like drowning slowly all the season. This season has been terrible. This season has been terrible. We started with such a great expectation, such a great mercato, and we got kicked in the ass since the beginning to the end. What is the best match of the season? Give me a good moment of the season. The match against Paris Saint-Germain. That's the only good things of the season. The match against Paris Saint-Germain. Everything else was okay, was expected, was was okay. There was no a moment to say, wow, we did it. We are there. We beside Paris Saint-Germain, which is pretty much a useless victory. a useless victory because count 0. So why are we only talking about Pioli? Our management want to renew Calabria contract. Yeah, promote some Primavera player. Let them play. We don't have any objective left. Bonucci just cost the Fenerbahce the match? Oh, really? Fenerbahce, I think, was playing against Olympiacos. That must be a big derby. That must be a big derby. Greek against Turkish. Fenerbahce versus Olympiacos. Woof. Big time. Big time. What's your opinion on Calabria? Renewal negotiation about his double salary. Double salary ask? Calabria, guys, as we all know, it's a player that comes from Primavera, and it's Italian, and we all love him. But I think it's part of the reason why Milan is not going. I don't feel like to attack Calabria because it's our captain, and I don't know. It feels even though he's not very good, because we all know that. I still cannot put hate on Calabria. That's the reality, guys. I cannot put hate on Calabria. Now, if you tell me there is gonna be a better right defender, I'll say yes. But to say sell him, I will rather to having like a substitution. Yes, as a substitution, I'll keep him if we have a really good right back. But of course, I mean, Davide, it's I think it's also quite limited. So there is not much else that we can. I mean, I don't expect Calabria next season doing, the performance doing incredible performance from Davide Calabria. What I'm expecting not much else. But I don't want to put any hate on him. I don't want to put any. Now he's asking for double. I'll say no. Double no. I'll give you half of it, maybe half more. But we're gonna start looking for a right back. Okay, it's always tricky to deal with the capitano. Always tricky. Why did we even rush this game against Roma? We only had one goal down. Good point. Milan versus Torino and Bologna. The first game, few really hyped me up. Amazing game back then, yeah. Penalty shootout, 2-3 for Olympiacos. Unbelievable, guys. Yeah, no, I think overall, and we also another player that we haven't talked about. We have to say. Let me go through each player now. Sorry, guys, if I cannot share the monitor with all the stats, but guys, it's I'm streaming from my phone, from home. Get us Frimpong. That what's the question is, I understand that Milan has a certain appeal, but what's the appeal of Milan next season, right? It's what is gonna be like playing in Champions League and get eliminated by the group of death, and then because we're gonna end up again another group of death, and then we're gonna end up against Europa League. It's just fucked up. Giroud, time to go. Time to go. He's old. He couldn't keep the ball, and so on. Okafor tonight didn't show up at all. Did a couple of movement. I don't think he ever shot. There is no group next season. Yeah, exactly. True. Chukwu is the best player. Chukwu is our best player right now. Much better than Leao, than Theo Hernandez. Pulisic, no, and Loftus-Cheek, very inconsistent, very inconsistent, not good, not good, very inconsistent. Um, Midfield Benacer, even Reinders, I didn't like it. I want Adley in the derby. I want to have Adley in the derby. Adley and Reinders. Adley and Reinders. I want to have Adley in the derby. I don't want to have again Musa, which is good, but I think he need the right. We need to find the right role for Musa. Otherwise, not good. Defensively, a disaster. Name anybody is a disaster. Defensively, Milan is a disaster. Absolutely terrible, guys. They play good against Frosinone, but when some big teams come, they get completely lost. Yeah, against Frosinone. Against Frosinone, play good. Against Udinese, they play good. Against Empoli, they play good. Against Verona, wow, so good. Can we just get Kessie and Tonali back? I don't even know what to tell you guys. Such a painful, painful, painful. It's been a Pioli played the player on wrong position. Loftus-Cheek is it's not a number 10. Musan is better at number 6, and he plays on the freaking right back. Reinders is better as a 10. What did Tonali bet on us tonight? Wasn't I think it was easy. It was easy to predict it. Dumfries goes, we should take him ahead of Calabria. Interesting. That would be fun. Oh man. Di Lorenzo leaving Napoli as well. We should try for him. I think, guys, this is we also need a new striker. So you have to imagine that all this, they're gonna be decided by the next coach. Who's gonna be the next striker? Because if you're gonna be buying, for example, a Sesko, or just making some names, or a Zirkze, they're gonna be different play style, So who's gonna be the next coach of Milan? They're gonna be deciding who's gonna be the next striker, because the striker, it is part of, we already have Leao, Pulisic, and Chukwueze. They're gonna have to decide the game style of Milan. So I think, as well as a right back, they're gonna be deciding. Is gonna be decided by whoever is gonna be our next coach. Now, for example, if you think about Conte play with 3 in the back. So do you wanna have Di Lorenzo, which he plays really really good in a defense of 4, or you wanna be playing maybe with Dumfries that plays good in a midfield of 5? Then of course when you defend, you are defending in 5, because you got the 3 and the play. Yeah, you got this. You just saw Pioli comments. He's so predictable. Let me guess. He's saying that The team didn't really do what he said. That they were not the two goals actually completely changed the gameplay. Um, that there was a penalty. This season was a failure when Maldini was let go. I'm wondering if Pirlo could have done something special if Maldini plans went through. Di Lorenzo probably going to Inter. Well, it depends how they're gonna buy, how they're gonna, if Inter what. Master of free transfer. There you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have a video. I should do the interview instead of Pioli. I have a video, guys, ready to come out tomorrow. I'm not gonna publish it because tomorrow it's all. But Saturday I'm gonna be publishing a video about my visit in San Siro. I went to visit San Siro 2 days ago. It was incredible. It was so cool. I went to see the dressing room of Milan. I went to the pitch of San Siro. I went to see the stands. Went to see the stadium empty. I went to see the museum. Very, 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 very cool. Cool experience. Strongly recommend to check it out. So I'm gonna have this video that I made, and I'm gonna be publishing on Saturday. Visit in San Siro before the derby, and then I'm gonna get ready a video for the derby. I'm gonna get ready the video. I'm gonna pre-record some stuff. I'm gonna put it all on the cloud, and I'm gonna fill it up when I'm in San Siro. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to show you a video after the derby, right? I mean, a video of the derby right after the derby. That would be my dream. But it depends from few things how I feel, because it's gonna be a long day for me, starting from early afternoon. It depends how's my internet connection, if I'm able to publishing right away. But yeah. Uh, can you, let me read a second here, the last message. Can you make a brief analysis about the main difference between Inzaghi 3-5-2 versus the Conte's one? What are the key difference from your point of view? I have no clue. I am not an expert on others team on the 3-5-2. Honestly, I don't know QQ. That's a good question, but I need to do some research first. I am not an Inter fan that watch, or I am avoiding to watch all the time Inter, bro. So I don't know what's the differences in between the Conte and the Inzaghi, for sure. So you won't be able to do the video right away, Peter? Are you kidding me? Who's taking care of Puma? No, my wife, she's still at home, man. So she's still looking after Puma, of course. Uh, you won't be able to do a video right away. So I find now, do you guys know that sometimes that some YouTubers they make the video, and the video about the match it's pretty much online when the match is over, like in half an hour after. And I was wondering, how do they do it? How do they do it? How is that even possible? Because I know the editing it takes you. I mean, you can be fast, but we're talking anyway about hours. So I start thinking, and then I realize how they do it. They pre-record a good part. All the script is pre-recorded. There are some part of the analysis match that is pre-recorded. And then what they do, I discovered, well, it is possible to do it. So all the video that you make in the match, imagine, so you already have a video pre-made. So you got the script, you got the analysis of the match, and then the only thing that is missing are actually the video from the stadium. So what do? You can do it directly from your phone. Once you got some good video, okay, of the goal, of the action, blah blah blah. uploaded directly on the cloud, and I think they got an editor behind, so the editor at home with good connection can directly download the video, and he can finish the first 45 minutes, and then boom, the for next 45 minutes he can do it right away. So he can really post the video literally half an hour after the match is over. It is unbelievable because when you make video on YouTube, you can, especially on football, that there is a match every 3 days. They follow a very, the viewers follow a very specific trend. So in the beginning, maybe when the match is over, you got the hype, but then it goes down. So if you do a video, for example, about now about Milan Udinese, nobody cares about Milan Udinese. But if you do a video about Milan Roma, of course you're gonna have more people are checking Milan Roma video analysis or whatever it is. So that's a good point. So I realized that that's how they got so many views right away on YouTube as well, because because they pre-made everything and then they just publish it. So that's what we're gonna do, Peter. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, guys, that's it really. Also because, to be honest, there is not many. Once you check a couple of comments about the match, you know, there is not much else to say after a while, right? So what I'm saying is probably, I don't know. Martino Pucci is gonna do a video. He's gonna repeat maybe not the same thing, but he's gonna repeat similar thing because everyone is angry at the same times. Then Martino is gonna say something, and Football Kush Cash is gonna say something similar. I mean, there's always the same stories that goes around, and once you hear it from one, two, three, four, five, it's always the same. So that's why the trends they don't last long. Are you coming with us to Casa Milan? Peter, very possibly yes. Very possibly I will be there. What's so the plan on Monday, guys? That we are going to San Siro. Worst decision, worst or best decision of the year. It could be. We will see. I tell you on. I'll let you know on. Football coach making red boxes now. I don't think he's gonna put any green boxes tonight. Who you gonna give a green boxes? Who? To me, to hold Rossonero got the balls to do a live stream after losing against Roma. That's what he should do. No, literally nobody. Chukwueze, that's the green box. Red box, everyone else. The plan for Monday, guys, which is gonna be a terrible day, could be one of the best or one of the worst. Monday, I'm gonna meet with Peter in Casa Milan. I don't know what we're gonna do in Casa Milan. Football Coach is gonna run out of red paint. I think he should start doing some. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What? Schrodinger cat experiment with us going to Derby. What? Don't even know what you're saying there. And then we're going to San Siro. So we're gonna meet first, and then we are going to. I don't know what we're gonna do in Casa Milan, and then we go directly to San Siro, guys. We go to San Siro, and then we're gonna assist to the match. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, more gentlemen than ladies, I'm sure. Or I don't know, but I'm gonna go because it's 20 minutes past midnight, and I think we all cover pretty much a lot of disappointment from all our Milan fans. Now, Unfortunately, we're here facing another defeat of our beloved team, and it's hard to. I'm reading the comments. I'm just reading. Anis, thank you for your streaming. Always Forza Milan, whether you're winning or losing. Exactly, guys. So that's the only thing I can say. We're gonna be here no matter what. If Milan win or Milan lose, we are the true believer of this young AC Milan, and there's not much else we can say, guys. There is not much else that we can say. Always Forza Milan and Inter merda, and let's get win the derby. Let's get it done. Ciao, guys. Have a good night. Thank you. Grazie, John, Joel, Peter, CQ, QQ, Vlad, Anis, Cajun, Casca, Steve. Thank you so much, guys. Always Forza Milan. Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Buonanotte.